dealt with rejection in a way that I can't fathom, you know. And it's okay. It's okay to get help. It's okay to be made whole. It's okay to heal, and it's okay to say I'm not okay. It's okay to say I'm looking for healing. So, Raya, tell us about your turning point.
My turning point. I think it's very important for you all to know that my rock bottom wasn't really a rock bottom from the drugs. It was just a rock bottom saying that my way is not working anymore. Mm-hmm. You know, like it worked for 26 years, but it wasn't working anymore. Mm-hmm. So I remember this quote that they always say in church: "Come as you are."
Come as you are.
Right? And for some reason, I was just like reading the Bible 2 weeks before I went to this church. And thank God for this church. 2 weeks before I went to this church, and I think I read about like 70% of the Bible. I mean, just kept waking up, picking up that Bible and everything. And I mean, I still was using, but it was like I felt something every time I used. So this one particular time, and I've never done this before, but it was the best thing that happened to me in my life, is that I went to this church. Now, before I got there, I called my mom, and she was like, "Oh, we decided not to go." And I was like, "You know what, devil, you a liar. Somebody will take me to church, and they will take me to that specific church. I'm not playing." I got mad at the devil, you know, and I really consider myself being a devil myself, you know, because I did some demonic things, some diabolical things, like unforgiving things, and God can forgive you from doing. So, he was like, "Well, maybe Dad can take you." I'm like, "Great. Have Dad call me. I'm ready." Now, already, I've been getting high because I get high every day. I don't miss a day at that time.
So at this point, you were getting high every day.
Oh, it was I probably slept like only 3 hours out the week.
3 hours. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you seen my skin? My skin was.
Yeah. Soraya, it looks. I can attest that the way she looked now is night and day. I mean, it's like she was like, it got to the point where her eyes were bulging. She was like so small. I mean, almost like not even 100 pounds. Right. Her face was sunken in. And I used to like cry out to God because we did not want to get that phone call. If any of you have any close loved ones who are on drugs, you don't want to get that, you know, that phone call. So go ahead, Soraya.
So what happened, my father came and got me. I know he thought I was probably a lunatic at the time. He was quiet the whole time. He was like, "This girl better not do nothing crazy." I was reading the Bible and crying, boogies coming on down my nose. And he was kept just looking at me every now and then like, "What the heck is wrong with her?" Like, and I was just like, "Just get me to church," you know. So we had to drop my sister off at the beauty salon before we got to church. I wasn't getting to that church fast enough. So I'm up here just crying, just going crazy. But he never asked me what's wrong. I guess he was like, "I don't want to go crazy."
You know what? You know, me knowing Dad the way I do, sometimes you already know. Like the person doesn't even have to say anything. Yeah. You already know. Yeah. And you know that person has to go through their process, and you have to back up and let God do the work.
You should have seen his face though.
You gotta let God do the work.
It's like this girl went out.
So you got to church and what happened?
And I was still crying. Like I could not stop crying. Like I was crying out to God. Like, "God, you say, come as I am, and you will help me." And I'm doing exactly that. Like that's what I was just praying the whole time.
So, Raya, can I stop you right there?
Sure.
That right there touched my heart because come as you are.
That's the only time I got the help.
You know what? Because even like the woman at the well, when Jesus met her at the well, she didn't have to act different. God is saying, "Listen, I will meet you right where you are." I remember, just to deviate a little bit, I was sitting at the bar in the club. Tikora will tell you that. My sister would tell you that. I was sitting at the bar in the club, and I was just sitting there having the time of my life, Soraya. I was having the time of my life because I was going through some things and I was looking for some direction. And I was sitting there, and a guy came up to me, and I'm like, "Oh, he's about the house." Like, okay, he's about the house. And he said to me, "I don't know why I'm saying this to you. I came over here to holler at you, but I don't know why I'm saying it to you. You're not supposed to be here. God said it's not over. He has something great planned for you. And you know what? It hit me so hard. My sister and I will tell you, it hit me so hard because I started to, it's going to be fine for you.
It's going to be fine.
I started to realize that God wasn't a God who was beating you down. He was a God who really loved you. And he wanted to really meet you right where you are. You know, you don't have to keep any secrets. You don't have to put on any airs or any faces. He loves you just the way you are. And he said, you know what? I want you to have a life and life more abundantly. So I'm not just going to love you where you are, but I'm going to come in and I'm going to transform you from the inside out. I'm going to create a new creature in you. I'm going to make you amazing. And when you experience that love of God, he'll go places where people won't go. So when Soraya was talking about how she cried out and the Spirit told her, come as you are, I can attest to that in my journey.
I didn't never know that, and that's awesome. And then I actually went there, and this lady, oh my God, she was an angel. This minister came to me. Actually, I think I was like bothering somebody that I was sitting beside, like something's wrong with this girl. She won't stop crying. She got boogers going all over the place. She needs tissue. Can somebody help her? And then this minister came to me, and she pulled me in the back because, now mind you, I don't know if I was on TV that day or not because this church had cameras everywhere and it wasn't that for that. So I'm thinking it was just embarrassing. But I'm not easy to get embarrassed.
At that time, you were crying out from your soul. And so it was like, I got to, you know what it reminded me of? Soraya, it reminded me of the lady with the issue of blood.
Yes.
You know, when society said, and I don't know if everybody know this, but it was a lady's Bible. She had an issue of blood. And back then, when she had the issue of blood for like a decade, I think it was 12 or 18 years, something like that. And when you had this issue of blood, you weren't allowed to be out in the public and around society. They looked at you, they shunned you or whatever. But she heard Jesus was coming.
That's
and
right.
She said, you know what? I don't care what people think. I don't care what people say. This is my time. And so right at that point, you say, this is my time.
That's right.
This is my time. This is my time.
I'm saying, look, God, I done gave you many chances, and I always say, I'm going to give you one more chance, like 1,000 times. One more chance. I'm telling you now, this is the last time, but I'm coming as I am. That's what I made the difference at. I came as I was instead of putting on a mask, putting on makeup, coming in there, oh yeah, my mother's an evangelist, or yeah, trying to get perks, you know, from the church. You know what I mean? Like, I came as I was, like, look, I'm an addict and I like that crack. I'm just keeping it real. And I need help or I'm gonna die. You need to help me. She held me, she hugged me, and she loved me for who I was. For the person I was. And she stayed with me the whole time. And she did exactly what she said. She said, I'm gonna help you. And she did just that. Her and my father took me to the hospital at the church. I gave my life over. That day I gave my life to God. I went back there, you know, speaking in tongues as they told me how to, just let it flow. And then I went to Northwest Hospital. I didn't mean to put that out there, but I went there. And they stayed with me for at least 6 or 7 hours. You know, I didn't eat nothing. They took about 2-3 hours of trying to get my blood. They never could get my blood. My veins was shot. You know,
Your veins were shot from shooting.
I shot from my neck to my toes. In my shin. I mean, in my pelvis. In my chest. I mean, I had scars that just tell a story by itself, but I only had to get rope. You know, I had bones showing from abscesses out my arm. And I would never go to hospital. You know, but that's where it took me at. That's where it took me at. My mother being a pastor didn't matter. You know, evangelist didn't matter. My father being a prophet didn't matter. You know, them working for me did not matter. Like, I didn't love me, so why should I have to love anybody else? But God saved me that day. That day was the last time I used.
Amen.